Washington likely to try to boot it deep to get things started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Michigan State Spartans offense will go to work first. And we've been really eager to see this matchup, this quarterback against an elite defense. Jesse, what does a quarterback have to keep in mind when you face a group like this?
Well, he's just going to have to be dialed in. He's had a lot of success this year so far. This is a different animal, though, this defense he's playing. He's got to be really good with his decision-making, throwing it, running it, pre-snap, post-snap. You make one mistake against this defense, David, they make you pay.
Yeah, they're a fun defense to watch, and this is a fun challenge for their defense, too, because it's an elite quarterback, right? Like, they can make you look like you're not as good as you've been all season long, so I'm looking forward to seeing this matchup and who wins it.
And the Spartans headed quickly to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the side.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Oh, right through his hand. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Scanning the field, it's Childs. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man on the right. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. The Spartans getting set on 1st and 10.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down.
Well, this defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature of the defense here.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this game.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
And he missed it. No good. After the miss, no change in the score. So the Washington Huskies offense has its first opportunity of the day. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Back to pass, it's Fafita. Trying to set up the screen. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Quickly complete. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Man coverage, when they get up in your face and they make things hard, you want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction. and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. Hauls it in. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Catch in the middle. It's Washington. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. These fans raising the volume on second and goal. It's complete to the left. Touchdown, Washington! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Find my matchups out wide. I love a matchup with my wide receiver. I like my guy better than yours. Quarterback finds the matchup. The wide receiver catches the football, takes it into the end zone for 6.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll leave it with him. Turning it on! Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Spartans want to crank the tempo.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Oh, he found the space, all right. He's finally stopped, and not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. Caught in the backfield. It's Thurman. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Off play action. Bringing the heat. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Here's the pressure. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's forced out of bounds, close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
And that's the problem, man. You want to heat this guy up. You want to bring some pressure, but you see the other side of that coin. You bring pressure, he sees it, he can run, get the first down. This defense, it's kind of a pick your poison. Too soft, too laid back, he runs it and takes off. Too much pressure, he can run it and run away from guys and take off. So, nice 3rd down conversion by the quarterback.
Looking for a man. It's Childs. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Sparty. The offense cashing it in on that drive. For the extra point and the tie. And he puts through the extra point. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. A designed run for the quarterback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Let's see what they've got on second down. Back to pass. And he'll make the grab along the sideline, but he's not able to get to the first down marker. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They're going to ride this running back. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. That purple wave getting things going on the ground now.
And such a great fan base in the Pacific Northwest. Washington fans believe in their team. They're loud, and I tell you what, when they got a ground game they can depend on, a physical ground game, it sets the table for everything they want to do offensively.
Looking to throw, it's Fafita. A strike downfield. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Washington coming to the line with another first down. Complete with conviction on the crosser. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Got it behind the line. It's Green. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Going to look downfield again. Gets it out quickly. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. They'll try to run for it. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football on this fourth down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
Forced out of bounds right at the 20-yard line, and that's the kind of play that can really get a drive going.
Really nice job on that throw, just giving his guy an opportunity to catch the ball. It kind of reminds me about Bill Burke, a guy I played against back in the Citrus Bowl when I was playing. He's throwing to Plaxico Burress, and he just kept putting the football in Plax's range, and we just couldn't stop the two of them. They went up and down the field on us all day long throwing it. If you just give your guy a chance like he did right there, I don't know if this defense can stop him.
The Spartans will hustle to the line. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Dropping back, it's Childs. Shoots it to the left. Got him downfield. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. After ripping off a big chunk of yardage, you figure they're going to go right back after him. 1st and 10 from the 31. Wide receiver comes in motion. That's caught. It's McCray. So now it's 2nd and long. Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's McCray. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And the Spartans have it with a 1st and goal. Trying to barge in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Michigan State.
And that's exactly what you want from your offense, man. Late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution of the drive by that offense.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7.
Personal foul. Looking to kick.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, 3rd down, 4th down. I like them being aggressive, but just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
Wide receiver going in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. Oh, he's got some space. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
This defense really needs to be careful, and they have to play with great eye discipline, understanding where the football is at all times. Moving forward, they have got to know if this guy has the ball, because he is dangerous in space.
Finds his big tight end. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a 1st down. The Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Fafita. Here's a heat. Makes the grab, it's Harris. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Fires to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The noise bouncing off of Sparty's armor as they encourage the green and white on third down. Wide open downfield. And it's complete at the 6. Defense right there, but now they're backed up with a goal-to-go situation.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
He'll set up to throw. Touchdown, Huskies! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
Well, that was a huge touchdown late here in the first half for their confidence offensively. They want to be able to keep this thing close, obviously, or take the lead going into the second half. So if they kick the extra point here, you tie it up. But you've also got the option here to be aggressive and try and take the lead with a 2-point conversion. We'll see what they do.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. On the ground, it's Frazier. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a fascinating one going on in East Lansing. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line.
The Spartans will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
With the catch, it's Washington. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Looking for room. It's Washington. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down. And the Huskies look to keep this drive humming. Caught in the backfield, it's Green. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5.
Looking to throw, it's Fifita. Makes the catch. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down. There was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered.
There he goes. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Quarterback on the keeper. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies. They take the lead with the 6.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution of the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Spins away from the defender. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. And the Spartans moving quickly to the line.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
That's a really good-looking throw, and I love the decision right there. When I think back to my favorite Michigan State quarterback ever, it's Kirk Cousins. Wasn't the biggest, wasn't the strongest, fastest, didn't have the best arm. But he made good decisions. He read the defense and threw the ball accurately on time. This guy has the ability to do that, too. And if he keeps this up, this offense is going to be tough to stop.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. The Spartans line up to punt it away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Gets his first one of the day away. Might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Give to the running back. Breaks into the open. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Pressure coming. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Really nice looking pass there. You think about all the great Washington quarterbacks, right? Warren Moon, the Heward brothers, Mark Brunell, Jake Browning. The greatest quarterback name in college football history, Sonny Sixkiller. That guy was throwing seeds at the University of Washington. This dude right here, putting on his best Sonny Sixkiller impersonation.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Dropping back, it's Fifita. Here comes the heat. And the defense will corral the quarterback.
a lot of that in this game so far. This offense has been clicking on all cylinders, lighting up the scoreboard. High level of execution. They were looking good on this drive until that play right there. And finally, the defense is able to make something positive happen from themselves on a critical third down.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong, only called on twice in the victory last week. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. From the gun, give on the inside. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. And the Spartans want to move quickly.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
They'll move the wide receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
And how about that linebacker? Seeing the ball getting thrown really quickly to the wide receiver, breaking on it, and then being able to get that fast guy on the ground for no gain. That's a really athletic play by that linebacker.
To the air, it's Childs. Gets it out fast. Brought down at the 16-yard line, and that will likely bring out the punt team. The Spartans will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Finds his tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit. Let's keep going.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Using his feet to buy time. Pulls it in. It's Harris. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Looking to move the chains. Washington now on fourth down. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Really nice job by the defense that time, stopping the option. Everyone accounted for it. You saw the quarterback. He was holding it. He was running wider and wider out to the perimeter of the field. But this defense has really good speed. But they made that play because everybody was on the same page. Nice job.
Sparty and nearly 75,000 of his closest friends pegging the decibel meter on third down. Quickly out to the tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on fourth down. Tries to get it on the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you.
Turning it on! That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what.
Headed to the end zone. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
And you hear people talk about the 4-minute offense all the time in football. What does that mean? That means you're getting first downs, running the clock, and just right now physically dominating up front. Nice job by this offense.
Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. With that last score, things comfortable here in the 4th as they are headed to a 7-1 record.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Welsh. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Thurman. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down. And the Spartans are in the hurry-up.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now, get ready for another one.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Frazier. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Quickly to the tight end. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Wants to throw again. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Looking to pass. It's Child. Finds the tight end. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. To the air on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Frazier.
That's a good idea offensively. Try to get this guy the football in space on the perimeter of the field, throwing him the swing pass, and see if he can make something happen.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Wants to go up top. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Catch in the middle, it's Thurman. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. The snap sets up the throw. To the end zone, and it's picked off. Stopped at the 2-yard line and just a couple of steps away from housing it.
Well, it's a nice interception. At this point of the game, up 2 possessions in a 2-minute situation, the offense is so predictable. You know they're going to throw the football. So everybody on defense, they're just trying to see the ball thrown and then breaking on it. Nice job coming away with that turnover.
With yet another unranked team taking down a ranked opponent, does a portal help level this out a little bit where it's really difficult to know which team should be ranked in the first place?
think the portal certainly helps. At the end of the day, though, they just wanted it more today, and that win is going to help recruiting. It's going to help their confidence moving forward. I know this, David. Every team on the rest of their schedule, they're now taking account and notice of this team.
And I completely agree. Like, you start to build momentum, and then momentum helps you find more guys in the portal and helps high school recruiting. So big ranked win today. And hey, who knows? Maybe this gets them in the rankings in the near future.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm